Okay, welcome back. Part 16. I'm going to take one more stab at Best of Both Worlds. I thought long and hard about changing the heroes and stuff like that, and I thought, nah, I'm just going to stick with it. Still doing the John Luke thing, so he's the one that gets kidnapped, so I'm just going to stick with these two dudes. Data's ability is too good to ignore, and Ramir's just fun, so defend, that sort of stuff. The one change I did make was the ship, so I changed the E to the Titan, Riker's future ship after he leaves the Enterprise D, and E. He gets his own ship. The Titan only shows up in books form so far, and the Lower Decks cartoon, which is officially canon, Lower Decks cartoon. So the Titan showing up in that is a big deal because it is canon. It is not as powerful in terms of attack, but it is as good in systems and shields. It has one less hull. The main difference is that it doesn't commit to a mission. So, I mean, it doesn't exhaust when it commits to a mission. So that 9 damage, instant undefended 9 damage on the ship that time was pretty brutal. So to avoid that, I have to be committed to the mission all the time because I need the willpower, but it means that I don't have to. I can still defend, which is good. The only difference there, of course, is that I can't do doesn't have to exhaust to defend, and so I will have, that the Enterprise E does. So if I do defend, I will exhaust, which means I won't be able to hit back. So getting the red alert card ASAP will be pretty important. And its ship ability is Aowen's. Discard 1 card from your hand to give USS Titan +1 will until the end of the phase. This effect can be triggered by each player once per round. So it is a exploration science vessel, the Titan. It's not really designed for war. So Aowen's ability got it. I think makes sense. And I had an excess of cards in the last game, so I think I'll be able to feed it at least 1 card per round. So we'll see how it goes. Not as much as a beast in terms of combat, but it can hold its own. We'll go there. I didn't go with the most powerful ship I've made is the Invictus, which you can't, for some reason, doesn't show up. Did I not put its name in there so you can't search? That's a bit weird. Yeah, the Invictus, which is part of my fan fiction. Let's say, no, I didn't. So there you go. USS Invictus. Yeah, it's a starship ship from the future that it's basically the next model up from the Enterprise E, the Archon class from STO. It's pretty cool. So it's essentially a Sovereign class refit, really, when you think about it. It's a bit of a beast, but I thought that was too much of a cheat, to be honest. That's the only real problem that I have with the fact that I redesigned how the ships work. I mean, the ships originally, they had a cost like any other hero, and they collected resources, and that sort of threw the balance out. To offset that, I had to have the threat limit wasn't 50, it was 60, and you had 60 cards instead of 50 cards, and I collected resources that were neutral, so I could only be used for neutral things, but still it still was extra resources, so it just threw the balance right out. So taking those out, I've repaired the balance. I mean, it's essentially now just an ally. more powerful than a normal ally, but an ally nonetheless. But the difference now is that what is stopping me from taking the Invictus? You know what I mean? I mean, there's no. It's unlikely that you would ever play any of the weaker ships like the Browl or something like that. You know, the HMS Bounty. Why would you play that unless you were looking for theme and you were playing a Klingon deck? Which reminds me, I was meant to make a Klingon ship so you could play a fully Klingon themed deck. I forgot about that. Yeah, or the Reliant or the NX-01. Why would you ever take those if you had access to ships as powerful as these? So in the end, I thought it was a little too cheeky. I'm just gonna stick with this one and sort of play with this ability a bit, and we'll see how it goes. Plus, I think the Titan is a cool ship. So let's get cracking. Everything's been set up from the previous videos. All the stuff that's been to be sort of put aside. The ball cube's in play, and we're ready to go. While investigating the disappearance, various colonies on neutral zone border, ship was called Investigator Report from the USS Lely. A sighting of a large cube-shaped vessel. We arrived to find the wreckage of the Lelo and a huge ball cube. Set up all the objective cards. Battle War 359, Locutus, Resistance Feudal, the 12 Federation Starship Allies, and the 4 sleep events out of play. Yeah, they're all there. Reduce all player threat to 1. And we see to 1B. Now, before we go to 1B, I do have to draw my hand. Now, the last game, I did. I took out the 2 environmental suits because they are absolutely pointless, and put in like an extra red alert and like an extra something else. I can't remember what it is. So the last game, I drew my hand, and I thought it was the greatest hand ever, and I was very, very excited. And then, as you noticed, got my ass handed to me. So not too sure. I mean, at the very least, I mean, a red alert would be good, and something that untaps data would be good. So getting rid of 2 hasty shots is seems weird, but let's see. Here we go. So I will mulligan. All right. So getting an upgrade for the ship is pretty good. 2 upgrades. Starfleet Intelligence and a team leader, so I got my choices there. So, and Delta who helped out with questing and locations. So pretty sweet. I'm pretty happy with that. Doesn't exhaust the mission. I'll put that on data. And I'll put team leader on real. Just so we can quest and stuff. So yeah, I'm good with that. Alright, so before we continue, go up to B. When revealed, randomly select one hero among who hero is controlled and turn it face down. The chosen hero cannot be your ship hero. The hero is now considered kidnapped by the Borg. Cannot be used, targeted, or damaged, and does not collect resources until it is rescued, as instructed by card effects later in the mission. Note: if you have Jean-Luc Picard who plays a hero, he must be the one chosen to be kidnapped. And sure enough, I have Jean-Luc, so kidnapped. Away we go. So let's start the mission. 6 progress on here. The ball cube's in here. It won't engage until I get to 30. And I am starting off with 1. So let's start. Resource. Card. So Jolene there, if you can be my medical officer, that's good. But obviously, the first thing we're going to do is get Starfleet Intelligence and Team Leader out. So Team Leader is going to go on Ramil, and Starfleet Intelligence is going to go on Data. So now, Data doesn't exhaust to commit to a mission, which is great. Because while I have 3 or fewer heroes in play, Ramil doesn't exhaust to commit. So they can all commit and not exhaust, so they can all be ready, which is great. Plus, if I have 6 or fewer characters, he gets +2 willpower, so pretty sweet. So they will all commit. None of them have to actually exhaust to commit. That's pretty freaky. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. 10 off the bat. Shuffle a encounter card, and let's do data. Because data is committed to the quest, I can choose to ignore this if I want. I won't, because it's only 2. So I can choose to discard it and select another one. I don't get to discard the second one, it's just the very first one. So it's 8. So I win by 2. And I will travel to the Borg interior. So that worked out alright. Resource. So far, so good. Let's get... Should be a little bit more than just 1 hit point. Should be a couple of hit points, but still. Alright, I'm actually not going to get... I'm not going to beef up the ship just yet, because I will be beefing up its attack. Obviously, it needs some more attack, but I actually want to get Delta out as quickly as possible, because when she quests, she helps with locations and stuff. So I don't need the torpedoes or the mines or anything like that in play just yet. I don't have anything I want to discard, but I do want Delta out. So save it up. Quests 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the first one is deal 1 damage to each exhausted character. None of my characters are exhausted. I could have discarded it from Data's ability, but I won't because nobody's exhausted. So, see you later. So versus 6, so I win by 4, which is enough to get rid of that. Next, resource. Hasty shot, pretty handy. Let's put that aside there. Still don't have enough for a Delta, but I do. I'll actually be able to do Delta and Jolene at the same time. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Next round. So questing 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Okay, data. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Sensor jamming condition that goes on your deck, which means that you don't get to draw a card. That's fine. I've got enough cool cards. I don't desperately need one. So 10 versus 6 as well. I win by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is enough to clear this prey. Yeah, it's the standard practice is to go slow so that you can build up and stuff. But that's what I've done 4 games in a row. So let's mix it up a bit. I'm just gonna just do it. Just go for it. So yeah, done. See you later. 2A. Chasing after the Borg cube, you send an away team to infiltrate the Borg cube in order to both knock it out of warp and rescue your crew member. Play C to 2B. The away team search for the 3 systems they need to destroy this and disable the warp cube's warp drive. However, they also discover that the crew member has been assimilated is now the commander of the cube. When revealed, play select the cutest of Borg enemy and the 3 objective cards into play. 1, 2, 3. And then search the encounter deck for 3 Borg drones and use them to guard the 3 objectives. Okay, and shuffle the 4 resistances futiles into the encounter deck. So I'll stay out of play for a bit. Players cannot advance to the next stage of the mission unless they have destroyed all 3 objective cards and placed them in the victory display. So this is where I basically got trapped last game, but it's just got stuck in phase 2, couldn't even get past phase 2. So it's mainly now because the threat is now, it was 6, is now 11, 13, 15, 17. I mean, it's crazy. And it makes it harder to get past there because Lagunas is all Starfleet characters lose -1. -1 willpower. So yeah, pretty intense. My threat is not high enough for anybody to engage me. So I will optionally engage one of the Borg drones. And should I just optionally engage Locutus and just be done with it? Like try and kill him? When Locutus support his attack and reduce the defender's defense by 2. So he does, what does he do? He does 3. So we're doing 3 to 2, so I take a point of damage. And then Data would hit him for 4 -2, because you get -2 attack. Going for 2. So actually I'm going for 2, and then 2 defense. He wouldn't actually be able to hit. Yeah, I think I'll hold off for now. It's a shame I can't give him any weapons and stuff. And having him engaged doesn't, I mean, it does take the threat out of the staging area, but the -1 thing still keeps happening. Actually, let's try something a little different. I had a real deep think last game about throwing a forest snare on him, which in this game is called Stasis Field. So the -1 willpower will continue to happen, but his threat won't, because it'll be out of play, out of the staging area, and then he won't get shuffled back in. And there's no conditions that says he has to die. Okay. Something to think about. Alright, so I'm optionally engaging the Borg drone. So it gets a shadow card. Defending with Ramil. So it's 2 versus 4. And no shadow effect. And then Data will of course just kill it. It does 4 points of damage. It only needs 4. Ramil's effect means that I decrease my threat by 1, but he did no damage. The Borg effect says that it goes back into here. Yeah, I'm intrigued. Okay, so threat by 1, refresh, resource. I don't get to draw a card because of sensor jamming, so toss that away. That's right, I didn't want it anyway. 1, 2, 3. Jolene, and 1, 2, 3, Delta. So we got some questing ability, which is good because questing is now gone down the toilet. I'm going to sacrifice mines to the Titan to give it +1, and then I'm going to 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 13, 15. He's John Luke's, Locutus, sorry. So it's 15 -1. She's not Starfleet, so it doesn't affect her. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 15 -4 is 11. So I'm doing 11. Which is not going to be enough, as we know. Delta's ability says that There's no active location, so don't have to worry about that. So it's 11 versus 6, 11, 13, 15. So I already know I've lost. Let's see what the card adds. Data. Each player raises the threat by 1 for each character they control that is not currently committed to the mission. I'll accept that because all my characters are committed to the mission. So screw you, sir. 11 to 15 means I missed by 4. So that's cool. The drones still don't engage. I could optionally engage, but I think I might just get rid of these. Get rid of this node. Because I can kill it straight away. Like engage it, then just get rid of it. Yeah, it's one less objective that I need to worry about. So I'm gonna raise my threat by 2 to claim it as an action, and then we go into the combat phase. Not hard enough for any of these guys to engage, but this guy is engaged. It becomes an enemy card during the engagement, so I'll take it. I'll defend with Ramil. It's doing no damage. If a threat is 12 or higher, add it to the staging area. It's not 12 or higher, so Ramil takes no damage and so therefore goes down. And then Data kills it. So that was pretty easy. So the objective goes into my victory display. So that's that taken care of. So now I just got to worry about these bad boys. Crit, and then draw a card. Hoping for a forest snare, didn't get one. Yeah, hoping for a forest snare. Okay, here's what it is. 3, oh, I don't need to tap. 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 14. I'm going to sacrifice the photon torpedoes. 15, 15 minus 1, 2, 3, 4 is 11. So 11 still. So this time we're going up 11, 13, 15. How is that possible? 11, 13, 15. It's a bit strange. Did I miscalculate by 2 before? No, that means I'm going to go up by 4, which means I will get them. 6. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there. A bit confused. Yeah, so Data, I'll say no to that. Thank you very much. I'll say yes to that one. I don't really get a choice. So it's 6, 11 plus 6 is 17. I mean, there's not too sure what's going on. So 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So which means, then I'll travel. Which means that these two guys will engage. So I should have killed one of them before last time. Oh well. Here's what it is. So combat. The first dude I'll take defending with Ramil. no shadow effect. Threat goes down by 1. The second one I'll take undefended on data. There is a shadow effect. Choose returns 1 exhaust ally they control. Okay, I'm going to say no to that. Hasty shot. Thank you very much, because I'll lose either these crew. So see you later. And undefended on data. He takes 2 damage. And then data will kill one. Get shuffled back in. And then this dude just hangs about. So, and around. Lose the +1. Sorry about that. So that's reduce the amount of threat I have to worry about. Resource, draw a card. Okay, definitely don't need another advanced phaser away, so I'll definitely, I might as well just do it now. I'll just sacrifice it straight to the Titan. Thank you. So it's done, and I think I might use Jolene's ability to heal data. Actually, no, I'll hold off for now. I don't need it. He's not going to take any more damage. I very strongly doubt he's going to take any more damage. If he does, then I'll kick myself, and that'll be the end of that. But we'll see how it goes. Although I could get a TrekLotR out. Actually, no, I think I will. Because it's just one more willpower that I can not get hammered by. So I'm going to give it to, just as a hero. Oh, this is a hero. Okay. Give it to this guy. Nope, give it to this guy. Give it to data, give him his TrekLotR. Alright, so that means I can do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 14, 16, minus 1, 2, 3, 4. So 12 we're doing. Data, no. So I don't want another enemy. Oh, shit. Well, that's what happens. Doomed 1. Should have just taken the drone. Now I get 2 more encounter cards. Yep, there you go. Worse than a drone. And another drone anyway. So, yeah, brilliant. What a dumbass move. 11. 14, 16. Lose by 4. It's really upsetting. Still not enough for the tactical drone to engage, but the normal bulk drone will. So let's grab some shadow cards. So much for data not taking damage. The first guy I'm going to defend with Ramil, no shadow effect. Ramil's ability goes down by 1. Second guy I'm going to take undefended on Ramil. It's undefended. It's less than 12, so it goes back to the stage area. Data will then kill one of them. the undefended on the meal. Okay, so threat goes up by 1. Reset. Resource. Draw. Oh, where were you? Before I needed to cancel the thing before. Bastard. Let's get rid of that. I cannot beat what's happening up here. It's just way too much threat. Way too much threat. So they're just gonna have to say unhealed for a second. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 13, 15. Oh, got progress. Delta put progress on last round, which puts progress on this round as well. So it's better than nothing, but still it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 13, 15, minus 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's 11. Nope. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I can't believe I just did it again. Can't believe I just did it again. 2 more. 1, 2. That is just... No. I can't believe I've done it again. So that's 6, 11, 14, 16, 18, 20. So I lose by 9. Lose by 9, which means the ball cube is going to start engaging. These guys engage. Oh jeez, it's just nah, it's not gonna happen. I'm bailing. It's no longer fun. I'm gonna go snuggle my wife on the couch and just contemplate my woe. Hopefully she'll have some advice, or at the very least, just a hug and a kiss on the cheek. So it's just I'm done. There's no point continuing with this one. So thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this absolute disaster, and take care of yourself and each other. Thanks. My apologies.